Right, so you know what I'm going to talk about, isn't it? It's the virus, the COVID-19 or the coronavirus that's been now declared a pandemic. You know, the problem is we differentiate between fear-mongering, rumors, and epidemic, and the idea of a national or the international fear is so huge that the panic creates more stress and takes more life than the virus itself. Well, this is not to say it's not threatening, but as in Sky, what we do is our concern is our children, your kids, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. In this short message, there are three different distinct conversations we're going to have. Number one, what do we do in terms of children? You know, the messages we are giving them, how do we talk about that? How do we sort that out? Number two, as in talking about the corona, what are the health measures you can take? Basic ones. Do not have to buy sanitizers out of the fly. Just what basic things you can and I can do. And finally, when the kids are at home, the schools are being shut down, there are no exams part, what do we do in terms of the academic and intellectual progress? So let's take the first part. You see, as much as you and I are curious, as much as you and I are hearing rumors, especially the University of WhatsApp, your kids are equally inquisitive. And when they hear things, they believe in it, they absorb it. The filter that they have is very thin. They don't know the distinction between a Superman really flying or something that cannot fly. So here is where you have to have a deeper, meaningful conversation. Please talk to your children. Stop avoiding them. Number one, I've seen a lot of mothers and fathers scaring their kids out. Don't do this, you'll get the virus. Well, that is stress. That is not acceptable at any level. So number one that you do is do not use virus as the way you use gabbar aa jayega or the teacher will fail you or the maths exam. Virus is not scary unless and until you don't do the precautions required. Number two, require talk enough which is meaningful and short. Sometimes FYI, too much information creates panic. Don't go on and explain a lot of things. Tell them it started at Wuhan, China. China has been amazing in controlling it. It's spread to Italy. It's spread to some parts of it. Quarantine is where you isolate a person, but it's not an airborne disease. It spreads on metal, so you touch something up, you shake hands, it spreads to human connection, you avoid that. You know, have a small routine of having fist bumps in your house or namastes. The point is, make it also fun. It's not always deadly and scary. Number three, limit the news information in your own house. Well, that's my third part. What alternate can you do? But sometimes, you know, the entire day you're sitting on a news and you're hearing one case here, another case here, next case in your neighbor's family, and you're already creating a panic with your kids. So number one, number two, number three, have meaningful conversation, give enough information, just enough, do not elongate it, and stop the fake news or even the University of WhatsApp news in your house. What can you do? Well, masks are effective, no doubt about it. But the problem with people is, number one, they're out of stock. Number two is you wear the same mask all across, that's not going to work at all. So instead of this, use a proper cloth or tissue papers, equally beneficial. Have them wipe the hand, have them clean the hand. More important than sanitizers is this. Well, it's not the bundle I bought recently. I usually use this Dettol, I love it. But more important than anything else is washing your hands properly. 20 to 60 seconds is what you do. How do you rinse your hand? How the lather forms is what you do. Stock, you know, generally good soaps are important. Stock soaps, that's good. It's not hoarding. Instead of having sanitizers and taking, sanitizer is good when you travel, not at your home. And then, you know, this is a bigger bottle. I somehow bought it last month on Amazon, the second of the two, but this is a great disinfectant. You know, Dettol is good. It can be anything else. Savlon is another thing. Disinfectant is you put them in water, when you take bath, you clean your houses. Well, we always believed, isn't it? Cleanliness is next to godliness. It's time to act upon it. It's not time enough that, you know, the garbage around your house is going to pile up, that's going to affect you. It could be just contamination, malaria for that matter, dengue for that matter. You know, we had enough of epidemic before. The plague of Surat made sure that Surat became one of the cleanest cities, if not in the world, in Asia for sure. So yes, there's always going to be some good out of this. Maybe we are not looking at it that way. It's very grim right now, but few health measures and you're on your own. You're good to go. Yes, I do a lot of these warm water for my kids. You know, forget the whole thing, is water good or not? Water by itself is nice, so more hydration that way, less dehydration, and warm water even better, boiling water. Otherwise as well, summer's coming up, make sure your child forms, buy those lovely bottles. If your kid's smaller, give them a challenge how much water they drink. All these are great measures. As I said, using the corona, you're making a better improvement in etiquette and hygiene. Well, I also do a lot of this running nose. Running nose is not always the virus. It's common cough and cold, and that's very cure. My youngest is very prone, her immune system is low. So we have this little bottle where you put this Vicks or even otherwise and you inhale it. Great inhalers, it's just water vapor, but that's really effective. Do that. Finally, my favorite add-on, what do you do when the schools are closed? Yeah, no exams. Does it mean no studying? Well, no. One thing I've done is I have stocked up a lot of board games. From Scotland Yard to Monopoly to Catan to some of the better ones or the new ones. There's something called Chameleon, amazing game, or Funglish, Hasbro's Tattoo or Taboo. These are some really cool games. Well, why not use the opportunity to, have a great family time? Something that you can spend on, something that you can work on, and great, the entire SDGs are for us to talk about. Number one SDG that right now applicable to it is goal number 3, good health and well-being, and number 6, goal clean health and sanitation. Both the SDGs are so relevant right here. So goal number 3 and goal number 6, maybe the corona is teaching us what the world needs, the SDGs. So this is what we are talking about. Yes, you can have your Netflixes and Amazon Primes, great shows. I just finished The Lord of the Rings trilogy with my kids and they loved it. I'm sure you would have watched it, but it's sometimes fun to watch it again. Maybe watch it with the books there. You can do the Harry Potter series. There is this amazing series, The Unfortunate Events. Yes, Larry Snickett's. Some great movies are available. I am more of a show, so it's a continuity that the kids say. Wrinkle in Time is a great book I just finished. Now we're going to watch the movie on Hotstar. So use this opportunity to spend time together. Yeah, avoid the junk foods, avoid the outside food. Creative, recipes, start sharing it. There are some great stories on Insta where lovely recipes are coming up. Use this to be a family once again. Use this to be clean, hygienic, spread the awareness, not the germ. Spread the smiles, spread the happiness, not the viruses. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. Thank you.